Uh, we're excited about the season coming up. Still got a little bit of time before we open up with CSU, but our guys have been working hard, and I like the new format. Some coaches don't, some coaches do. I like the new format. I think it is better for the players, the wellness of the players. You do start a little bit earlier, but in major college football, the players are already here. We're already here working. They're already here in school and spacing it out like we did. I think if you ask the players, they like it also. So, well, with every year, it's a new team. So this is a new team from last year's team. Last year's team was an awesome experience. Now, of course, we've built on that. Our guys, we have a lot of good football players, but we're throwing some new guys out there in some positions, and they got to go play. So we go back to square one, and we start all over again. And from every X and O, from every fundamental, every period. So it starts over every year. It's like flipping the calendar, and here's January, and here you start all over again. But at the same time, I definitely feel like our guys have a confidence and a foundation, the guys that have been playing. Hopefully they've infiltrated and shown those guys the culture that we need to be successful, and then we'll see what happens. But new guys that haven't played much are going to have to step up and make plays, and hopefully they'll be able to do that. Well, number one, I don't try to pull the reins back on him. You got to let him play and make his plays, but at the same time, we've trained him and tried to train him on, being smart with the football, understanding, he can't throw every throw in there, but part of his ability to create plays on the run and make certain throws also makes him extremely dynamic. So that also make the defenses after a while. They'll have to figure out, do we want to rush him? Do we want to keep him in the pocket? What do we want to do? So I think that his ability to make plays out of the pocket, in the pocket, will help him be dynamic. But no, you got to let him be him, but he needs to understand, certain throws he can make and cannot make. And I'm pretty sure he'll have some good moments, a lot of good moments. He'll have a couple bad moments like most quarterbacks do. The thing that I've noticed with him, and you can even go back to his first game that he played a ton in, the Oregon game, he's playing really well, then he threw a pick. Well, he came back and kept playing. It didn't stifle him. He didn't freeze up. And that's what you want to see a quarterback be able to handle those situations and just keep playing.
We're here with Steven Montez, sophomore redshirt quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes. After a 2016 season for the Buffs, coming off a Pac-South championship, what's it mean to you to go into 2017 as the starting quarterback for the Buffs?
It means everything to me. Ever since I got here to Colorado, that's what I've been working for, was to be the starter. And now that it's happened, and we're preparing as a team and preparing to go win games this year, it's just kind of shows that just hard work that you put in ends up paying off for sure.
You lost some good leadership on both sides of the ball last year. How much of that pressure to move the team forward is going to be on the offensive? I imagine this is going to be an offensive carry team this year, just because we're so high-powered on offense and we got so many seniors on offense. So I wouldn't expect anything less than the offense to lead this team this year and to make a whole lot of plays for this team as well. You got top-ranked national receiving core. How do you get the ball to everybody?
It's not about really getting the ball to everybody and making sure everybody's happy. It's really about throwing to the open guy. That's really all I do as a quarterback, is I just go through my reads, go through my progressions, and whoever's open is going to get the ball.
How important is it, and how confident does it make you knowing that going into the season and going into the game that we're working with your playbook to fit your style, to fit your strength?
It feels good. I think me and Cepho kind of played a very similar game. I think I'm a little bit more athletic than Cepho was, so I think they're going to utilize that probably in the quarterback run game, or maybe some more rollout stuff, some bootleg stuff. But other than that, it feels good just to have the game plan kind of fit around you and the people on the offense as well.
As you know, you can't do it alone. You certainly got some great leadership on that offensive side. Talk about your running game.
Everybody knows Phillip Lindsay. He's from Colorado. He's a freak. He's got the great hair that everybody loves. Phil's a fiery guy. He runs the ball extremely hard for his size, and he makes a whole lot of people miss. And so I think that he's going to be very dangerous in the run game, especially with that nasty O-line that we have up front blocking for him.
You got a old school buddy on the offensive side of the ball now, Eddy Lopez. What does that mean to you?
That's great. Every time I see him, there's always a smile on his face when he sees me. So, we kind of just know we got that hometown connection. So, that's just real cool to have with somebody here on the team here in Colorado.
How difficult has that been for his transition to defense to offense? Have you seen some strong gains there?
I think he's definitely coming along very well. I mean, it's obviously hard when you go from playing D-line, move to tight end. So I think he's definitely had to lose some weight to get faster, which he looks good. He looks quick. I mean, he's still very big because he's got to block the big guys up front. But I mean, he's mobile enough to get open and to catch the ball out in space.
You got a couple top 10 nationally ranked teams coming into town, Folsom Stadium. How important is that for you to hold court here in Folsom Stadium?
I mean, the saying from Coach Mack is we don't lose at Folsom, and I think we didn't lose at Folsom last year. So I mean, I don't see why we would lose at Folsom this year.
We're here with Eddy Lopez, redshirt senior of the Colorado Buffaloes, coming from defense to the offensive line of scrimmage this year. Tell us about that transition.
It's definitely new. There's a lot of key aspects that you have to focus on. Obviously going from defense and learning all their schemes and all the plays there, and having to go to offense and learning all that in 4 or 5 months, it's pretty difficult. I'm still learning a lot, but for the most part, the transition was smooth, and I got my body ready. I got my mental focus ready, and so everything's been going pretty well.
Coming off a great season from last year, winning the Pac-South, tell me about what you and your teammates hope for this season.
I mean, we're striving to be better than the last year, obviously, and we are headed the right way. We're on the right track and the right path, and there's a lot of focus that has to be done, and there's a lot of different things that we have to move around since all the different players that we lost last year. But a lot of the freshmen have stepped up, and everybody's just coming together pretty well, and the camaraderie is there, and so that aspect there makes everything easy and smoother, and the focus is there, and so everybody's on the same page, and everyone is ready for the season, and everyone on the team is looking forward to winning the championship this year. So everyone's mindset is equal and perfect, so we're ready.
Tell us about the challenges of, I understand you had to drop some weight to get your new position at tight end. Tell us about that.
So they moved me to tight end in the springtime. So I had about 3-4 months to lose weight. Cut down portions, started working out more and running more, and so I was weighing in at 335. And now I'm weighing in at 290. So it was definitely a process, and it was really difficult. Obviously, it's really hard to lose weight, but I was able to do it, and things are turning up, and I feel great.
First few years of your career here at CU, fought off the injury bug. You're feeling healthy this year. What does that mean for your performance this year?
It means that I'm ready to go. Unfortunately, I had an ankle problem a couple years ago, and that's held me back a little bit. But now that I'm 100%, now that I'm working at tight end and learning the plays and fulfilling my role, I'm really looking forward to this season and getting back on the field.
Eddy, thanks a lot for your time today. Good luck for you this season.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We're here with Gamboa, linebacker for the Colorado Buffaloes, redshirt junior. After a big year, 2016, tell us about your hopes and dreams for 2017.
Finally making it to the bowl game, and making it to the Pac-12 championship. We had a lot of success last year, but I think we definitely left a lot on the table last year. So we all have the same mentality of we want to make it back. We want to make it back to the Pac-12 championship game and make it back to a bowl game, maybe a bigger one.
They've been talking about the offense being really solid this year. I know you lost some key players from the defensive squad. Tell me why you think you guys are going to be strong and competitive this year.
Offensively, we have a lot of guys coming back. They've all played a lot of football, and we did lose a lot of guys defense. A lot of them went to the NFL, but at the same time, we don't have it's just not a lot of young guys playing. We still have a lot of guys who've been here for a lot of the years. They've played a lot of football since they've been here. Maybe not as much as they have, but everyone's really hungry on defense. I think, especially on the defense side of the ball, we have a big chip on our shoulder.
You won the Pac-12 South, surprised a lot of people in the conference, snuck up on a few people. Are you going to be able to stay on top of that conference this year?
That's our goal. We want to be Pac-12 champions. That's what we set out at the beginning of the year. But at the same time, I think everyone knows who we are as Colorado football, and I think You know, in the Pac-12, every team's good. You can get beaten by anyone every single week. So I think it's going to be a grind every game this year.
You're getting a key leader back, Derek McCartney, this year to play alongside with you. How much did you miss him last year?
We definitely missed him a lot. You know, having a leader out there on the field, as a guy with experience, a guy that's played a lot of football since he's been here. But, you know, having him back, especially not just as a player but as a coach on the sideline, helping with all the other outside linebackers, definitely helps a lot.
And you're from Los Angeles, California. Tell us what you're studying and your hometown.
I'm studying advertising right here in my hometown, Sylmar, California.
Great. Congratulations, and good luck for you this year.
Thank you.